I'm Hannah. This is my trusty hat and head here, and my daughter Amelia is going to actually come over and help here too. This is Amelia. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to show you how um, how to tie an attractive headscarf when you have lost your hair. Yay! Maybe from chemo or other kinds of things. So yes, our trusty head here with our delightful hat um, often is how you might want to think about covering your head. But we want to give you a couple of other options that I was taught when I lost my hair due to some chemo and thought that that might be helpful. So the first thing we're going to show you here is how to just tie a basic scarf around your head. And so we're gonna demonstrate that. What we're also going to give you some tips on scarves and sort of what we've learned about what scarves can be helpful. So we've got a pile of different scarves here. You can see a bunch of different things here. We've gotten these scarves. Some have come from friends. Some I bought at consignment stores. Some I had. But what we've kind of figured out is that the best scarf for wrapping your head, it tends to be about 12 inches wide and up to about 70 inches long. Um, and so this gives you enough coverage on your head. It also gives you enough, enough to do something with. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. So anyway, here's our trusty head here. And we're going to start with sort of the basic wrap here. So here's our scarf. So you can kind of see how wide it is here, right? And fairly long. What you want to do, I'm just going to hold the head for me here. So you want to bring it around. The way I got taught this from my friend, Mary Fred, thank you, Mary Fred, was to put it around your head like it's hair. So you can kind of see this, like it's like a little bit like you're putting it over your forehead and then it's coming down, almost like Amelia said, oh, it's kind of like pigtails, which is about right. So I've tried to get it even on the end. We'll see how I do here. So you want to have about even on either side. And what you're going to do is just make a simple tie, right? So just basically tying this. And Amelia's holding the scarf down for me because when it's on your head, it sticks a little bit better, but on the styrofoam here, it's a little tricky. So anyway, just tying it, right? Just like this in the back. Hopefully you can see that. And then coming around to the front. So tying a knot in the front. Maybe we'll shift it here a little bit so you can see the knot. So tying a knot in the front. Okay, however you want to do that. Okay. Oh, and I'm getting a little extra edge here, so you can just tuck that in. And then tucking the sides in here. You can see it maybe a little easier on this side. Tucking it in. And you get a little bit of kind of a crown look here. Yeah, looks pretty good. Get coverage on the back of your head, okay, on the top of your head. Certainly important in summer, not to burn your head, as well as keeping your head warm, which is good. So this is kind of the basic wrap, and we'll be demonstrating this a couple more times with a couple of other things. So again, what we found about scarves is that cotton seems to work best. Like synthetic can get a little slippery, so so look for that. And yeah, again, obviously any colors will do, colors that you like. All right, so so that's one. The other thing that I have used and I found really helpful, just for, it's actually a little bit of what I'm wearing actually right now on my head. So I'm actually wearing something that's called a buff, and these come like as, really showing up, yeah. They come like a tube, which is really handy. You could probably sew one of these yourself if you were so inclined, but you can buy them. You can certainly get them at REI. Okay, thank you. Yeah. So they come in different colors and styles and whatever. They actually come in different weights. I just recently got one that is wool for being a little more chilly outside. So what's great about these is that you can just basically slip them over your head. What's also great about them is that hopefully when you get your hair back, you can also just use them like like a headband. You have to use them as a scarf, neck warmer, that kind of thing. So One thing is to just wear it like this. And that's actually what I've got on. I've got on a buff right here under my hat, which is what I use when I just go for a walk outside and I don't feel like doing a whole head wrap. But, you know, baseball caps can fit really easily over it. Keeps your head warm, all that good stuff. So this is sort of another option, is just the buff alone. But what I've also really found that I like to do, I found that in my collection, I had a bunch of these long skinny scarves. So you can see these. Which I didn't measure these, but these are actually fairly long. These are probably, well, let's see. They're probably 6 feet long. And a little bit, not quite as wide as the other scarf we showed you. This is probably more like 9 inches wide. So it won't cover my whole head, but what's cool about it, Amelia, you want to do a little holding here? Is again, you can do the same thing and kind of get more dimension. And that's again what I was taught, was that part of what you miss when you have hair is the dimension, right? The height, as well as some, you know, framing around your face. So you can, same kind of thing. So you want to sort of make it even, right? Make it even. Start on the forehead, wrap it around like you're doing your hair, okay? You got a good hold on there, Amelia, because I'm going to type. I'm going to, what do I say, type? I'm going to, what am I doing? Tie. So again, can we turn a little bit? Thank you. It's very good to have an assistant. You don't necessarily need an assistant when you do this on your own head, but we thought it would be easier on this than just watching me. So tie in the back. There you go. So we'll turn it. Maybe you can see the little tie there. So it's just like tying your shoe. Okay. And get a good grip on this because I'm going to be going around a couple times. So this scarf, because it's so long, I truly can go around a couple times, and it almost winds up looking more like a turban. Or maybe you like that, maybe you don't. Kind of depends on your own style. And then tie in the front. So let's turn again. And this one I'm going to do a little offside so you can see what that looks like. So you don't have to necessarily tie it in the front. And then just a little tie. And again, you can tuck in the sides. All right. So then you've got a little jaunty turban here. And I've liked this because it gives you, you know, it just gives you a couple dimensions, gives you a couple different colors. Looks kind of nice. So you can try that. All right, we're gonna do one more of just the big ties, so you can kind of again see that looks like with a different shaped scarf. So we'll take this one off, and again, so just the same kind of procedure. So this scarf is actually fairly wide, a little wider than the other ones. Fairly long. It's also got kind of a diagonal cut to it here. All right, so same kind of thing. So this one you might even want to, this is how I've done this. I actually think I folded it in half. All right, Amelia, can you do the holding for me again? Thank you. All right, so again, you're gonna, over the forehead, hopefully not over the eyes, right? Bring it around like hair. Again, try to making it even. You got your pigtails here. You're gonna turn. Okay. And we make the tie. Again, just like tying your shoes. Tie in the back. Come around to the front. This is actually one of my favorite scarves. I like working with this one. Do another tie in the front. If you really want to go crazy and fancy here, you can maybe do a couple of ties, a couple of knots. It gives you, again, more of that dimension. Going up vertically. Ooh, that one's got a nice kind of bow. Maybe even one on there. I don't know. Maybe you like that, maybe you don't. And again, you can bring it around in the back. You kind of just tuck it in. Tuck it in. I usually tuck it in kind of from the top versus the bottom, just because it tends to stay in a little better. You know, don't worry if it falls out. You can always do it again. All right. So that's kind of the basics of scarf tying. I've met a woman recently who used a t-shirt and tied it around her head and made a really cool knot out of it. There's probably other, you know, instructional videos out there you could see, but I've really found that it's been pretty fun to try this out, and gives me some more ways of being able to look good and feel good while you're going through chemo and don't necessarily have all the options with hair. So you can use your scarves like hair, and have fun with it. So thanks for watching. And if you have any comments or questions, leave them in places below, and we'll see if we can answer them. But thanks for watching. Have fun.